What's up, guys? This is Drew, back on the Money Show this week, and I got a special guest for you. Not your typical CEO this week. I have a special guest who's hit it big on TikTok. I want to find out, did he mean to do it on purpose this way? Did he not mean to do it? What's the real story going on with Scott D. Henry on his TikTok page? Scott, I'm so glad you came on the show. It took me forever to get you in here.
I'm happy to be here. Thank you so much.
And dude, I wanted to get you in here because, like, obviously we have all these, we were a lot of social media people, but like, from an outsider, when I look at your account, I told you this in the back room, I just think the word authentic is like what I think of you.
Well, thank you, because that's exactly what I try to be. I try to be authentically me. I try to be genuine, and I fell face first into social media is what I always say. Total accident, didn't mean to do it, but I just went on and started making videos about my life and where I was and who I was, and I was right at the very beginning of the pandemic, where people were starting to have to stay at home.
They're looking for stuff to watch.
Looking for something to watch, actually looking for something to laugh about.
Yeah.
Because it was such a crappy time, and we were stuck at home, no job.
That's literally, just so you know, that's when I found you.
Oh, really?
I wasn't on TikTok.
Yeah.
And COVID hit, and my whole world, like everybody, shifted.
Yeah.
And I found myself at the very beginning, like kind of in a house, and I think it was like March or something, and couldn't really go anywhere. I finished Tiger King.
Right?
I started there, right? And after Tiger King, it's like, man, what am I gonna do? And then my sister kept telling me, you gotta go to TikTok.
Yep.
You're gonna spend 9 hours just swiping up.
And it feels like one.
Yeah. And I'm like, finally, one night I finally gave in, and dude, I was addicted, like hooked. Like, oh my God, this is so stupid, but it's been 4 hours now.
But I love it.
Yeah. So, okay, so back up here for a second, because you obviously are not a person that set out and was like, oh, one day I want to be a social media influencer. Because they say now in schools, if you ask kids,
that's what they want to be.
The number one thing that kids say is not astronaut, baseball player, fireman, it's YouTuber.
Is that really number one?
Number one.
Oh
number one right now in schools is YouTubers.
Okay.
And I say that because now it's like, this is where people want to go. For you, it was never your intention to be a Instagram or YouTuber, influencer, whatever you want to call it, on TikTok. You said fell face forward into it.
Yeah.
What made you shoot that first video?
Okay, it was kind of like you. My stepdaughter Lottie was like, I want TikTok on my phone, and she was 11 at the time, and I said no.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Absolutely
game.
not.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, I'm interested. Let's see what this is all about, and I started watching it. And I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
it's fun. You just enjoy it.
Yeah,
it's
so good.
I've always had this weird knack for memorizing movie lines and music lyrics. And so I started kind of doing some lip sync videos, telling jokes, doing some dances. And I was working construction at the time. And so I would just take a few minutes out of my day on a construction site to do a dance or tell a joke or like hang out with the crew. And people just started following me and liking it. And
so tell me this. Obviously, I have a little background in construction. You were a traveling contractor.
Yes.
You were traveling the nation on some massive jobs.
Big jobs.
And these are in the construction world. These are some rough dudes.
Yes.
These are even the next level of construction guys.
Oh yeah.
Right. These are not your local home rehabber.
No.
This is a different level. And I want to know, what was it like when you had to go out there and do dances with all these dudes behind you?
Most of the time I would wait until my whole crew had left.
Yeah.
And I would hang out at the job site by myself because it's a rough, tough crew that like...
You're for sure going to get called out.
Oh yeah.
The 100% chance.
Oh yeah. And I actually kept my TikTok a secret from everybody. My wife, my family, my crew, didn't tell anybody.
You were just all private.
It was all private. I didn't want anyone to know. Then like my brother called me from California. He was like, so I was going through TikTok and I saw your face. What are you doing? And I was I don't know.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I don't know, but it's fun.
Yeah, I remember watching some of those original TikToks you did when you were out at a job site.
Yep.
With your card hat on, and orange vest and so forth. I saw a bunch of those. Like not that I went back. I mean, like the original.
You were at the time.
I was
watching.
at the time. I was, like I said, Tiger King was over. This is what I did. And it was right when you were doing a lot of those, right? And so you were doing these TikToks because your daughter had asked you to kind of.
Well, she
wanted one, and you kind of let me go check it out.
Yeah.
When did you realize after making some videos like, crap, actually people like me, what I'm doing?
I I was blown away when I hit 4,000 followers. Like I was like, this is crazy. I'm blowing up.
Yeah. I'm blowing up.
I'm blowing up. This is my thing now. But then it just kept going. And then when I got to like 30,000 followers, I was like, oh my gosh. And then you get to a couple 100,000 followers. When I hit 1 million and it like wasn't slowing down, I was like, okay, this could be something.
Yeah.
And then CBS reached out to me. And this all happened in a span of less than a year. Like,
Yeah, if you think about it, in your shoes, this is a whirlwind.
this is not, I don't know anything about this life.
Yeah, this happened like I'm at a job site doing construction, and now CBS is calling me, wanting to do a show.
Wanting me to be on
It's
a
insane,
TV show.
like that fast.
Just like that, and
Yeah.
I'm still trying to adjust to it. I'm still trying to adapt to this whole social media life. Having my whole life out there publicly it's different. It's interesting.
Totally different.
Yeah.
Totally different. Inside of it, obviously, as you go down this path, right, your whole thing is being just real, authentic.
That's it.
You kind of came up with the theme, if you will, tagline, whatever you want to call it, brand, of Be Better.
Absolutely.
Where did that come from?
I was making a video. It was actually a response to a hate comment, which you're just gonna get.
Yeah.
And I was kind of defending myself, and I was like, can't we just be better? And I just said it naturally,
Gotcha.
and it stuck. And people were like, I love that. Let's just be better. And I just kind of held on to that. I am not a perfect person. I have a temper. I am very competitive. I'll yell and shout. But I do genuinely want to be the best version of myself. And I think we can all be that. And it's two simple words, but it means a whole lot.
Yeah, I mean, it was really at a great time too.
Oh, it was.
Like, we used to go with that whole COVID thing, and that was in the peak side of it, right? And you come with a I'm not gonna call it I know it grew into a brand, but a lot of times when I build brands, a lot of times when I go build a brand for my company, there's a whole consultation process I go through and a sit down and okay, what's our objective? What do we want the customer to feel? Yours was not that. Yours was just you being Scott Henry, and said, you're making a video, just say, dude, we should just be better as humans. Just be better, man. And that's how it stuck.
That's how it stuck, and people love it just because it is simple, but it could mean everything. Be a better friend, be a better employee.
It doesn't matter, father, husband,
everything.
wife.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. It applies universal to anything.
Yeah.
And I think we as humans, I think for the most part, most humans have a desire to be better.
Yeah, I think so
I
too.
think inside of us, we naturally strive and want to. Now, I would imagine over time that people could kind of beat that down and maybe it goes away and they don't live by that. But I think for me, I'm a person that lives by every day. I want to be better than I was yesterday.
Absolutely.
And I was watching one of your TikToks recently you made, and I think there's so much truth inside of this that you were making. And I don't know if this was your main point, but this is the point that was like, dude, there's so much truth in that. Especially in the world of social media, there's so much of competing against the other person.
Yeah.
Competing against, how many followers do you have? Oh my God. Okay, let me go see if I can do something stupid to get some more followers. And we talked about kind of this, there's this facade that's out there and these, I don't want to say fake photos, but you get my point. And we're competing against someone else because social media has created this environment of competing against someone else.
Oh yeah.
And you were making a comment on one of your TikToks recently, like, be better is about, I'm just trying to be better than I was yesterday.
That's it.
That's it. Like, whoever I was yesterday, as good as that person was or as bad as that person ended up being that day, I'm just trying to be better than that person today.
That's it.
That's all I'm trying to do today.
I'm not saying be better so that I can be better than you.
Right. Yeah.
It's so that I can be better than who I was yesterday, who I was an hour ago.
Yeah.
And yeah, the comment was, oh, you think you're the cutest and the best on TikTok and la la la. And I was like, I don't care who I'm cute for.
Yeah.
I don't care who I'm better. I just want to be better than myself.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I genuinely hope everybody's successful.
Yeah.
I want everyone to be the best version of themselves. I don't want to be better so that you're not as good as me.
Right.
I want you to be the best person that you can be while I'm also doing the same thing, and we lift each other up and cheer each other on.
Is more of what the world needs, especially just again in the kind of the culture society environment that we're in right now, is it's just a positive freaking message that's purely true. Like, and that's what I like about yours. It came from your heart. It came from you honestly just having a conversation out loud on TikTok, basically, and it launched into this whole thing, man. I absolutely love it. I want to obviously talk a ton more stuff about you, but for sake of time, I'm going to talk to you about the money is blank question. And this was a hard thing for us to get you on the show. I'm gonna give background here. As we have no problem getting people on our show, okay? From a business owner standpoint, right?
Sure.
Like, I'm with all sincerity, like I am booked out from right now to December 1st with 3 shows a week scheduled of people flying in. I have a list of people waiting. But those are normally CEOs, business owners. They built a company, this large company. And we had a hard time getting on the show, mainly because you're like, dude, money has nothing to do with me.
Right.
Like, I don't, what do you want me to talk about? Because I'm not going to talk about money. And it was hard because we were like, no, we don't want you to talk about money. We really want to know what's the reason behind the money. What's that why behind money? Behind it, because a lot of times in business and in social media, you see this all the time, where these people that are trying to become influencers sell themselves out.
Yeah.
With a product or this or that, a commercial opportunity, and it's not even true to who they are, but it's like, oh, I can make $5,000 real quick on this deal. And my whole point of why I kind of launched the show was like, business is tough, and you have to know the real reason behind money. And if you just chase money, it's a mirage. It does not exist.
Right.
It's a fake thing that you will never actually acquire. Even when you get some, you will actually lose it and spend it because you don't understand what it actually is that you have.
Yeah.
And you're just chasing it, and it's a mirage. So to me, the Money Show is not about money. It's about, from anybody's perspective of life, what money means to them is the real why or a passion or a love behind what money is, right?
Yeah.
So here's we went back and got kind of more of the original old school photo here of Scott Henry. And so what I'm gonna have you do, I'm gonna give you this Sharpie right here, and I'll hand you this right here.
Yes.
Don't tell me the answer yet. What I want you to do is write whatever answer it is, you write it right here, pretty big, sign it between here and here, right there, and then give that back to me, and then me and you will talk about what that answer is.
Absolutely.
For Scott D. Henry.
There you go.
You got it? You spelled it right?
Yep.
I've had many times to stop and redo it. Okay, here we go. Scott D. Henry from TikTok says, money is family. Money is family. So it's a great answer. I come from a very close family. I actually just got back from family vacation where my whole family goes. But what does that mean to you first? What do you mean by money is family?
So walking in here and seeing the CEOs that you've had on the show and being extremely intimidated by just walking in and seeing all the pictures of the amazing people who have these huge companies. Yeah, I'm not that. I struggled with money my whole life.
Yeah.
I have 10 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
My dad had to work on the road
to
provide a living for us.
Yeah.
And to have to watch him lose all that time with his family to make the money that he had to support this, I was on the same path as he was. I was working away from my family, 3 weeks away from my family, 2 days home. 3 weeks away from my family, 2 days home. That was my schedule for 15 plus years. I lost a lot of time with my family chasing money to support my family that I just couldn't gain. I was in debt a lot of my life, and you know, having this social media now and having won the show that I was on CBS, Tough as Nails, I was able to catch up on debt, and I was able to get home to my family.
Yeah.
And now I'm home with my family. That's all it means to me, is now that I have a way to have family time and to be with them. That's all it means, and that's all I want it to mean.
Yeah, it's funny, man. You look back in life, I have 4 of us, and you had 10, and my dad was the same way, man. It was like constantly working, constantly.
Yeah.
Not even because he wanted to, but I remember the days he was pulling 712s.
Yeah.
And then would work 510s, and then go pick up weekend work for 2 more days from a different construction site. Just for us to make, and we didn't grow up not even middle class. I mean, a lot of people that know the story. I mean, I grew up with oh man, I just lost the name of it. Not food stamps. WIC.
Okay, yeah.
You remember WIC?
Yep, I do remember WIC.
And you
100%.
had plain kick cereal.
Yep.
And Juicy Juice out of the metal cans.
Yeah.
You remember those? Absolutely. Yeah. And back in the day when we did, I think they changed now, but dude, I just wanted a freaking bag of Fruit Loops. And they would only give you like the worst cereal, like cardboard chunks is basically what they gave you. You know what I mean?
Just soggy cardboard.
And then government cheese. But dude, I grew up on Juicy Juice out of those tin cans. They had pop a hole in the top of them, right? But in my dad, it wasn't because my parents weren't working. They were working nonstop. It's just that's where we were in life. And one of the things that I will tell you beyond a doubt is that when when you get money, whatever amount it is, that's not in the point, but when you get money, it opens up what's really important to you.
Yeah.
I always say that money is a revealer.
Wow. Yeah.
So you think about it for a second, money is a revealer.
Okay.
When you get money, it doesn't change you as a person. You're not gonna wake up one day and I'm gonna make something up, not saying this happened by no means, but say you won the Toughest Nail shows and it's like, oh, we're gonna give you a $5 million because you won.
Well, it wasn't that, but that would have been amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is a made up hypothetical story, right? But even if they did, you know who Scott Henry, what that money would have done? It would just revealed who's inside of Scott Henry.
Yeah.
It's just a revealer.
Okay.
It's a magnifier of what's truly inside.
Yeah.
And so if you're a stingy, greedy person, when you get money,
It'll
it just
reveal that.
amplifies higher
Sure.
that you're stingy and greedy.
Sure.
If you're a person that loves your family and loves spending time with your family, as you get money, guess what it will show? That's what you go and do. I always say that one of the answers, I've heard tons of great answers, but I love the word money is a revealer.
Okay, I like that.
Because it reveals what's truly inside of you. It doesn't
it
change you,
really
it just
does.
reveals you. And I think your answer is exactly that. When you got some money, and I'm saying it because I think you would say as well, you're not someone like a CEO coming in here with millions of dollars in the accounts that's sitting over there. But you just got to the point, at least, that you had enough money that you didn't have to go work on the road 3 weeks out of the month and spend 2 days with your family. And what did you do when you had that just enough amount of money? Family.
I wanted to be with my family.
Just went and did family.
Yep.
Family time. And I think that's what's amazing about money is that it means so many different things to so many people.
Mm-hmm.
Good, bad, ugly, and different. Money's neutral. Meaning money goes to bad people and money goes to good people.
Right.
It's neutral. Money doesn't know if you're good or bad.
No, it
If you
doesn't.
stop and think about a dollar bill or like a $100 bill, think about this. That same, like a physical $100 bill.
Yeah.
Okay. If I had a $100 bill here, the history of that $100 bill is crazy if you stop and think about it. That $100 bill, that $100 bill could have been used. I work with Tim Ballard a lot with OUR, Operation Underground Railroad, where they save kids with sex trafficking.
Yeah, I've actually done. I've worked with them. Yes.
Yeah. And so it's like that $100 bill could have been given to an organization like that or other organizations, and
Sure.
and they went and saved children's. On the same hand, that same $100 bill as it moves around could have been hired or used to buy drugs
Oh, you're
from
so
someone
right.
else.
Yeah.
Like.
How many hands has that passed through?
And
good
what
or bad?
Good did it do
Yeah.
or bad did it do?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is money's neutral. It's like, well, okay, I'm gonna buy drugs over here. It doesn't know. It's just that
It's
it's
not
drugs.
that $100 bill's fault.
No,
Whatever.
it's neutral to it, but it's what we do with it.
Yeah.
Is gonna be the outcome of that $100 bill.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like money's neutral. It's what we do with it.
Okay.
That's gonna make it good or bad.
Yeah.
Inside of it. So, anyways, dude, I absolutely love your answer, and it's so authentic and real to who you are as a person, and as a. I'm gonna put this horrible title on you as a famous TikToker.
Oh my goodness.
Which is funny because now people literally like wake up and strive to be that. Like, I just want to be a famous TikToker, and that was never your intention or purpose or anything. But I'm glad you're using it for good. Your smile has changed and brightened so many, and I can speak to this on a personal level because that's kind of what made you originally kind of take off.
Yeah.
Was people just started talking about your smile.
100%.
Like, you were just shooting a video that, quite frankly, was pointless. But you just had this smile that was like electric.
Well, I've had so many comments just like, I don't know what you said,
Yeah.
but thank you for smiling.
So that's where I caught you at, was
Okay.
in that phase.
Okay.
I mean, again, that was back Tiger King days.
Yep.
That was where it was, bro. and it was your smile. And I think, man, that smile that you have is your natural smile, right? Is helped so many people through a difficult, dark, weird, that we don't understand time.
Yeah.
But that smile is contagious, bro. So thank you so much, man.
I appreciate it.
for
Thanks for
bringing
having
that
me. And
out.
if I can make anybody happy or smile or get them through a rough time, I'm just going to keep doing it. No matter how much hate you get, I'm going to
Be better, bro.
just be better, man.
Be better, man. Guys, watching the Money Is Show. I appreciate you guys watching the show. We'll see you next week on the Money Is Show. This is Scott D. Henry with the greatest smile of all time.